Hi, my name is Aubrey Schmalley, and today we're going to talk about activities to improve motor-based dysgraphia symptoms. So if you watched our other video about understanding dysgraphia, you'll know that there are key elements that need to improve, and that includes the dissociation of your body parts so that you're not recruiting all the larger muscles and tensing and fixing as much with writing, increasing finger isolation, strength, and coordination, especially during resistive fine motor activities, and improving pencil control and fluidity of hand movements when you're writing. So, again, you're not having as many of those experiences where your hand is cramping or your forearm is hurting and things like that, which kids with motor-based dysgraphia often complain about. First, let's talk about dissociation of body parts. So there are a few exercises that you can do that are going to improve a child's ability to separate their trunk from their extremities. For example, you could do something like shifting between downward dog and upward dog, making sure that the child is looking down and then looking back with each shift of their body. The other thing that you could do is in a quadruped position, alternate lifting your arms forward. Just make sure that the child does not shift backwards and sit on their heels during the process. You can do the same motion reaching side to side. Again, notice that the head turning is included in this process, so you keep the connection between your eyes and your hands. Another motion you could do if the child can't maintain a quadruped position is you can modify the exercise by using a ball to shift forward and backwards, going between flexion and extension, as well as doing these side to side movements, alternating, lifting one arm up on each side as you reach and turn your head at the same time. In addition to improving dissociation, we also want to improve hand strengthening and coordination. So the way that we do this easily is with Theraputty. You can do things like squishing Theraputty balls flat. This is a medium resistance red Theraputty. You can go with the softer yellow or the harder green. It really just depends on the individual child. Also, make sure that you're using different hand motions like pushing down with your thumb and really alternating so that that thumb gets really good input and builds also some stability for that pencil control. You can also press it together and use both palms, making sure that you're squeezing your hands together. Again, really using all of your fingers in the manipulation process as you squeeze and turn the putty. The most effective way to improve the coordination and dissociation is really to make sure you're doing some of those resistance activities and you're following up with something that involves a little bit of pencil control or practicing some wrist coordination, like in this exercise where after we flatten the balls, we're then going to poke them with a pencil as though we're making chocolate chips on top of little orange cookies. So you can see that she has her hand on the table and she's really actively lifting her wrist up and down to practice that isolation. Another easy thing that you can do is get a Digiflex. And these actually I've even seen in CVS. I know that you can buy them in Target. You can get them on Amazon. They're very readily available and you can buy them in different degrees of tension. You can also adjust the tension on the bottom. And then practice using different finger sequences, calling out 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Things like that will actually get the child to practice alternating finger movements and really working on the dissociation with coordination and strength at the same time. The last section is pencil control. So after you've really worked on that dissociation and strengthening and coordination, now you have to apply it to functional writing tests. So you'll notice that my model is going to be using a lot of different types of grips. I am not married to any particular grip. I think grips work differently for different children. There's the claw grip. There's ones that actually inhibit crossover grasp patterns like this one. There's not really one perfect one when you have a child who has dysgraphia. I don't typically recommend that they use it during the school day just because it seems to take more effort for them to control the pencil, and they're already struggling as it is. But I will use it during the pencil control training tasks so that they do have the right grasp pattern, that they're not fixing or tensing any particular finger or squeezing too hard on the pencil, but really training their fingers to work together to facilitate new motions and muscle synergy while they're doing pencil control exercises. The other thing that I do is take out the letters and really focus on zigzags, curves, direction changes, and different sizes. So you'll see in this section of the video, the last type of grip that we use actually has a loop in the back to pull the pencil out and into the web space. So a lot of children who grip too hard will have a pencil that stands straight up in the air, and it really inhibits their ability to work on that muscle synergy. So if you can make sure that the pencil is back in the web space, whether you use this grip or some other type of grip, that's going to be the most effective way to try to retrain the muscles while you're doing pencil control exercises. So just to review, you need to improve the dissociation of your body parts to reduce recruiting of larger muscles, increase finger isolation, strength, and coordination with resistive activities, and then directly focus on building pencil control and muscle synergy for better coordination without the tensing and fixing patterns. My name is Aubrey Schmalley, and I'm the owner of Sensational Achievements. So if you like this video, please click like at the bottom and share it with anyone who may be interested. We're also active on Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook, and always looking to share more useful and educational content for our parents as well as therapists in our community.